So this is our deck dinner for October the something. I don't know. My watch isn't on the setting that shows the date. So maybe 7. I don't know, honestly. It's Saturday. And it's a soup that I made. It's a version of Wise Woman tomato soup, but I put dry green peas in there. And I use the broth from that I rinsed from the, what do you call it? The cabbage, the sea salted red cabbage that I used for the kimchi. And so that would have just been wasted and went down the drain, but it made a great broth. And so I had to change, there's no tamari in there because there's the salt from the sea salt from the cabbage. So anyway, so it's a little bit different, but I tasted it while it was going and it tastes great. And I put it in this organic sourdough bowl. And I have a salad here with some Bibb lettuce, green onions, these wonderful little sweet organic peppers, cilantro, pumpkin seeds, and organic black beans. I think I got everything. And then honey, lime juice, lime zest, and cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. And there's kimchi here. I don't know if James will like it. I gave him some, but I like kimchi, but he likes the sauerkraut far more. And he has bread on the side. I do not. And we have cucumber juice for our juice. And little chocolates for dessert if we want it. So it's there if we want it. I'm just going to set that down. I hurt my back earlier today carrying groceries. It always parks so far away. And you know, I'm that way too. I tend to park because we don't like to be around other people. And everybody tends to cluster and we don't like to do that. But with my back the way it is. You know, typically what I do is I take the cart and I just go all that way and then I go all the way back with the cart to put it away. But I don't know, I was doing everything wrong this morning, so I didn't have the cart, so I was packing the groceries. Anyway, so I'm not feeling great, but anyway, soup's great. I'm thrilled about that. But it's pretty hard to go wrong with a slow cooker soup. At least once you've done it 1,000 times. Well, way more than 1,000 times. How many times would it be? I make a pot at least a few times a week. It's lovely. So, I guess this is wise old kraut soup, because it has the salt cabbagey broth. It's funny how if your back is sore and you lean over like this with the hot water bottle at your tummy, it makes your back feel a bit better. It took me a while to realize why it still hurts. I can sit on the sofa, but I have to have my knees, like I have to sit I lay down like I'm in a hammock. So I have the pillows all propped up so my knees are up and my back is up. It works out okay. Hard for me to read like that though. Like, the way James reads, he doesn't take notes, he just knows. I don't know, he has a very good memory. He's worked on it, you know? Memorization techniques and whatever. But for me, I have to take notes. So I can't really take notes in that position too well, so. So I might not read too much for the next few days, we'll see. That's okay, because a whole bunch of videos came in at the library. I always have like 50 items on hold, but they don't all come in at once. Sometimes they don't come in at all. There's been times where something hasn't come in and then it stays on hold for a year, and then at the end of the year they just send me an email saying that it's been lost or something. It's like, well, get a new one. You know? That email should be triggered back to their ordering department or whatever, not to me. Oh, I forgot to drink my cucumber first. My deck's a mess. My everything is a mess. I still had some lime in the juicer. It just tastes like lime. Not good. That's not a good combination. Oh boy. I bought these beautiful big red plates from the MCC thrift store for 10 cents each. They put their dishes on for 10 cents when they have it sold. I don't know how long it takes for them to decide it's not going to sell at whatever price they priced it at. But boy, I sure am thankful for their 10-cent dish shelf. I've got lovely dishes from there. And then if I break these beautiful plates, well, I'll feel bad, but not as bad as if I'd paid whatever for them. Well, I wouldn't have paid whatever for them. I think I remember these ones had a price tag of $5 each on them. Too much.
Oh.
No, I scared, well, I don't know what dog that is.
That's okay, Madison, whatever your name is.
I think it's Madison. So you can eat whatever you want of that. There's salad and there's soup.
Oh, in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Paul was there at UPS today.
Oh. That's nice to see him.
She was taking a holiday.
Do you need me to move over? Do you need more room?
Have you
I
got
can
more
move.
room there? It would. It's either that or move the table. I don't know.
I can do it. You
Kinda
just look a
torque
little
on my
bit.
back.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I made a lovely baba ganoush and bean dip today.
Okay.
So if you're in the mood for a little snack sometime,
Mm.
you can always launch into one of those.
I don't know. I think I got enough for 2 days here. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the locally grown lettuce that's grown in Coaldale. That living lettuce.
Hmm. So it just tastes lively. Live up to the name. Yeah, excuse the pun on
I
living
think
up.
they do a good job.
Go ahead.
It's not too bad. It was given to us, so I'm very thankful for it. Yeah, James was telling me that Opie did something funny. He's been taking things, well, he taught Elvis how to do it too. Elvis looks up to Opie like crazy. So any kind of naughty behavior Opie decides to do, and he has a lot of things that he does. But anyway, then Elvis picks it up. Because Elvis thinks Opie's just like the bee's knees. So what they do lately is they've been taking food off my cutting board, which it's not very nice. So if I chop some things, then things might go missing before I get to use them. But anyway, so they really love carrots, so they'll go for the carrots, and they love cucumber, so they'll go for the cucumber. So I had been cutting cucumber, so Opie thought there was cucumber on the cutting board. And when I went to the kitchen, I took the cucumber with me to juice the cucumber for us. And James was in the living room, and he saw Opie grab something and then put it back.
Well, he actually had it down on the floor. And he put it back. I think it was a big hunk of garlic.
Garlic, because that's all I had up there. Besides the cucumber was the garlic, so he grabbed that thinking it was cucumber, and then he realized, I don't want this.
Thank heavens.
But what's funny is that he put it back.
I've never seen a dog do that.
Why would he do that?
I think he was afraid of getting caught. It wasn't worth getting caught.
Exactly. He's like, I'm gonna get in trouble for this, and it's not worth it.
He's a smart dog. He just seems dumb because he doesn't do what you want him to.
No. I mean, he managed to live on the streets of LA.
Mm-hmm.
He picked up some street smarts.
That's right. Picked him up from Johnny Depp.
Well, Opie, we talked to Opie a lot, and well, we talked to all the dogs a lot, and they say yes to our questions different ways. Like they do this foot back and forth thing. That's one way to say yes. And then sometimes
wagging the tail.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Mm-hmm. Licking the lips and not just for food.
Yeah. And one dog we had, when he was a really little boy, because I had him since he was a little tiny guy. He learned so many things. He was so good. When he was a baby, I'd put him on my chest in the bathtub so he wouldn't be scared of water. And we'd just have a bath like that. And then when he grew up, he was never scared of water. But anyway, what he would do, like one day I was telling him, I can't really, like he was very fast. He was, all of his movements were fast. So when he'd say yes, it was fast. And it was hard for me to tell sometimes. And so I told him, I can't tell all the time. So if you want to say yes and you want me to know, then you just put your head like this. You just go like this, really slowly, and then I'll know. And he did.
I didn't realize he picked that up from you.
Yeah, I told him.
It's amazing because he'd do that with me too. Just very slowly, kind of bow his head, say yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one nod of the head.
Then it's obvious, you know. So yeah, with dogs, you teach them, they learn. And
the other thing they tend to do, is look you in the eye if they're saying yes, no, or I'm not interested. So look away. And then sometimes they'll look away and yawn, which means I'm too interested. I'm nervous.
Yeah, or I don't want to talk about this anymore. Yeah.
So 3 ways normally, and then this one little guy, geezer, learned the 4th way.
But yeah, the other day, Annafrid did the cutest thing. Because Elvis had hidden some food, and sometimes they hide food really poorly. Like they'll go through the behavior of, shovel-nosing it, so that as though they could cover it with leaves or soil or whatever.
But they're
right?
just doing it with air.
But they're doing it with air, and sometimes it's not even covered up at all. They've went through the whole motions, and it's just sitting right there. But this time, he had actually hidden it, Elvis. He'd hidden it behind a clear piece of plastic. Oh.
Yeah.
It wasn't hidden at all. And but he felt pretty good about that.
Oh, he was very confident.
And so I was sitting there on the sofa with Annafrid, and James is like asking if he hid something or whatever. Asking,
it was apple strudel.
Yeah, asking if Elvis hid the apple strudel anywhere. And Annafrid is like, right when James is asking about did he hide, she's trying to get my attention. She's like, don't let him finish, like she's really frantic about. And then she starts looking down at the strudel and back at me and looking down at the strudel. She knows exactly where it is. And what she's saying is don't say, because if you tell Elvis that it's not hidden, that that then I won't be able to steal it, right?
Well, Elvis realized.
And he realized, and he moved it, right?
Once I started talking
Yeah.
about it. Of course, they can't understand English, can they? But we seem to have figured out.
And James is taking a linguistics course right now, and I guess that's the going consensus right now.
Of course. But these are the same idiots. We'll call them folks, dumb folks. But who thought Chomsky was onto a big thing.
You'll have to say what?
Well, the kids
You have to explain that. There's not every
learn language automatically, basically.
Yeah.
That they don't have to be taught. You might as well not waste your time teaching them. Wow.
And basically, what that says is it just completely ignores all of the effort that mothers make with their
Well, they could make it,
children.
but you're looking at stats that indicate parents who spend 3 times more time talking to kids have kids who have 3 times the vocabulary. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
something's happening, yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that when Chomsky was saying that about children, it was ignoring, like, say, I don't know if he and his wife had children.
It's hard
But
to
it's
say.
putting down her role in teaching the children language, because
he should have
mothers
been
often
teaching them
do
too,
this.
right?
Yeah, but mothers do, right?
Especially
Even
seeing
when
this,
while they're pregnant, they'll be talking to their bellies and patting them and stuff.
'cause she's an academic as well, I think.
You see women do this all the time.
And yeah, I know.
And they'll be, all the time, they're always like you were saying that children learn music first.
Could be.
Well, yeah, because, okay, there was this baby video with the babies conversing. They're 2 twins conversing.
Well, they'd be 10 to 12, so.
Okay. And they don't know how to speak yet. They don't know the meaning of words, so they're conversing, but it sounds like they're having a conversation.
Yeah, they were just going da 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 da, literally da 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 da. So one was asking a question, da 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 da, and the other one was actually going like this. He was actually making the movement like no. He was showing them that he only had one sock on. I don't know what the.
So he learned the music, the sound of conversing, right?
The tune of us.
Yeah. And
the tune would have been not a yes/no question, because did you take that? A yes/no question goes down at the end, right? So he's saying something like, "What did you do with your sock?"
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Or where'd your sock go?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe more like that. And the other kid was saying, I don't know what he was saying. But incredible, and they just kept repeating it over and over again. The same mime. It was hilarious. It was worth $1 million. It probably went viral on the internet.
I don't know what I was going to say to that. Oh, I was going to say mothers are constantly singing to their little ones.
Well,
Everything that they say turns into a song. If you watch mothers with their infants, everything turns into a song.
or James with the dogs.
Or James with the dogs. Who's my special little girl? You're my special little girl. Who's a pretty little girl? And it all goes on like that. Every single conversation from mother to daughter or son turns into a song. Just watch them sometimes. It's adorable.
Anyway, probably should be going in.
And a lot of it rhymes. Peekaboo, I see you.
Even by the stuff I sing to the dogs. If it didn't rhyme, they'd probably not recognize me.
Yeah. Anyway, so I managed to eat all of my soup and salad and
You were hungry.
sauerkraut. Yeah, I was, but I didn't eat the chocolate. And you made through.
Well, it was sauerkraut.
Most
I had some
yeah.
bread there, so.
Or not sauerkraut, kimchi. Yeah.
Was that kimchi? That's why it was so
spicy.
Yeah. Anyway, it's good I had the bread there. That's why I had to eat the bread.
Yeah, this kimchi batch, it had carrots in it, which normally I put carrots in it, but I didn't put carrots in yesterday's because I already had lots of stuff in there. I put extra radishes in yesterday because I had lots of radish. We'll see how it is.
Are those herbs that are still green?
Yep, there are a few things here.
That's amazing.
I know.
Really hardy. What the kind of herb is that?
I don't know.
Got to keep that in mind. Everything else. Well, look at this thing with the broad leaves there.
Oh, that's avocado. I know. It went down to -7.
What's it doing?
All of the avocados in the deck are still alive.
How does that happen? They should
know.
be tropical or
Should I
semi-tropical.
bring them in? I feel sorry for them.
Well, they should be able to make it through a winter, right?
Yeah, well, what? Outside here?
No.
Oh.
Inside.
Yeah, inside.
So if they've got that will to live,
May as well let them live.
Yeah. Who knows? They might produce avocados.
No. My avocado plants they live until they get this high and then they die. I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't know what to do to them. There must be something they need in a developmental phase that I just don't know about.
Oh, you'll find out about it.
One day, maybe.
Check out internet sites on avocado.
Okay.
And amongst all the drugs, you'll find some.
Because, I mean, we've had thousands of avocado plants. So many.
Yeah. Sad to see those tomato plants gone.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All the tomatoes are toast now. Well, except for one that I brought inside, but I don't want it to live.
It's got bugs.
No, not yet. See, when you bring in plants from outdoors, you risk bringing in insects that you don't want from outdoors into your house. So if you have plants, like tropical plants in your house that you don't want to get infested with insects, it's best not to bring the things out or in from outdoors. But I only have 2 plants right now. I'd given all my plants to my mom, and she killed them. Which is sad. I'd had those plants since college. I'd had them like 20 years. But
all those ones that I even survived me. Holy smoke. Okay. They were hardy plants. They can survive me. Oh well. So it goes.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, it happens.
I mean, she does well with houseplants. She does well with ones that I don't, like big Benjamin ficus. I don't do well with those. I can't stand them, honestly. Half the time they're losing their leaves. How frustrating. What a mess.
You've got a fan over there.
I know.
See, that's the in-studio audience.
I know, he's watching.
He's checking it out.
It's a little bird.
I think he's craving some food here. I don't know. What do you think?
Why? I have plenty of sunflowers.
He sees greenery here.
I think
He might be there picking. No, those seeds wouldn't be any fun.